Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is a super fun, talkative video, so grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, and let's get juicy. I'm gonna be talking about things I wish I knew before I went into uni. Now, I've been a uni student for about 3 years and I've been to 2 universities, so I don't get like the exact experience. I get like a very broad perspective. So I'm going to tell you today things I wish I knew. Number one, research. Like Nicki Minaj said, do your research. OMG. I applied for 5 universities in my last year of high school, and none of them I went to. I got into all of them, but I wasn't able to go to any of them because things just didn't add up correctly at all. So I was like almost not gonna go to university, but just last minute, I went to a super far university just for the fun of it. And it was quite an experience, might I say. So I was leaving home, and when you're leaving home for the first time, it's super easy to get overwhelmed by just everything and everyone. And I think I stayed pretty good for the first semester. Like my grades were really good and the friends I made were really good, but things go downhill pretty fast because school is such a broad place and no one really knows what they're doing. Everyone's just kind of going through it, and that's why it's so easy to get sidetracked, especially if you have friends that are like nice people. They're great, but if they're not where you want to be, then what are you doing being friends with them? I know this is hard to like for you to like understand, but it's truly better to be just friends with yourself or be friends with people that are going to elevate you and upgrade you, because I feel like the whole college experience of getting a degree sounds very downgrading, and it's like everyone is overwhelmed and overly stressed for no reason. So it's easy to just be like, what the frick am I doing here? And get sort of depressed. So, number one, the most important thing is just keeping a high vibration and having a frequency of love. And that's basically where you need to start your research. What would I love to study for 3, 4 years in a place that is so not cool? Like, I know college is like super fun and super great, but only for a little bit, only for a little bit of time. When it's just you and yourself, you start to question a lot of things. So I think the most important thing is to know that, like, okay, this is what I want to study and go with that. Okay, so the first thing that you need to think about is your lifestyle. What kind of lifestyle would you want after you leave college? Because you're here for only a short amount of time and you better use your time wisely. So for me, I knew I wanted to work for myself and I wanted to do a type of job where I could just work from home. So I chose software engineering, and that ended up being a lot harder than I expected it to be because of the overwhelming amount of like knowledge and that they just expect you to know. Like they don't really even teach you anything. They just expect you to know it. So it's really just you, yourself, like me, myself, and I type thing. Because yeah, you have to teach yourself, you have to take yourself to classes, you have to feed yourself, you have to just do everything. It's a lot better when you're in dorms. I never stayed in a dorm in my whole 3 years. I always lived with roommates in like homes like that are far from school because I just wanted to be away. I was like, miss me with that. Like I'll go there when I need to go there, but I just don't want to be in that like environment for like overly long amount of time. It just wasn't for me. But if it's for you, I definitely recommend using the dorms in the first year and just getting that experience. And when it comes to friendships and roommates and stuff, that teaches you a lot. I have learned to deal with like all the people I've lived with and the people I've met, they've been extremely nice and they've been welcoming. But if I did get into any like interactions that were like just kind of not fun, it's important to just take a breath. Take a breath and step back, guys. Nothing is worth your mind. Like, nothing is worth your time like that. Like, something so little could happen, and for like 3 months, you'll be stressing over it like it was the end of the world. And it never even mattered. it never even matters. Even if it still hurts, even if you're still embarrassed, it's still freaking whatever, because life goes on. Life is too short to just be like overly stressed about things that don't really matter. I think a lot of the time, things just that distractions, those little distractions that people try to throw at you in college, it's everywhere. So you end up like losing yourself almost. And it's not even about school anymore. You don't even know what it's about. You end up wanting to drop out. Okay, that was extreme, but that's basically what I went through. And looking back at it now, it's just a whole learning experience, all of it. And I don't want to drop out anymore, but at the same time, I don't want to go. I'm still working through it. But hopefully this video helps me. I hope you guys can help me in the comments too. If you've been to college, comment down below your whole experience or what you want to look forward to, so I can really truly see the core values of the whole experience as well. Okay, so this is one of my favorite topics, parties. Yes, I was like at every party. I loved partying. On Halloween, I would go to 5 parties every day. Not every day, but like, yes, it was super fun. Like having that kind of freedom when you're like away from home and you can just do what you want and there are like substances everywhere, you get carried away. But as long as you've got a good head on your shoulders, then I think you'll be fine. You just need to like be very mindful of the people you're around, and you need to leave early. Leave early. Like don't stay at parties till like 3 a.m. because it doesn't really get that much more fun. Like it's kind of boring after that, and you need to be safe. Your safety is the most important thing, guys. I've been in so many situations where it was like God just like had me because I don't know what I was doing. But yeah, honestly, after the 3rd year of me being in college, I do not even go to parties anymore. You will never see me at a club or anything like that because it just gets so boring. You get so tired of it so fast. So enjoy it for the 1st year. That's all I'll say. Because I remember the first time I went to a club, it was super fun. Super fun. So have your fun, because that's what it's for, most importantly, to have your fun. So have your fun, but be safe, be mindful, be the mirror about it, okay? And don't be too hasty. You need to think before you do anything. Think before you talk, okay? When dealing with like altercations, oh my gosh, it's so important to know yourself and know that you're not the type of person that will take shit, because people think they can just play with you. People think they can just talk to you anyhow. And I know, and you know, that you're not the type of person to take shit. So you need to guard yourself, guard your heart, and guard your mind. That's the most important thing. And take care of your health, because health is wealth, guys. I know in college we're like living sort of like broke students and we don't know what's going on. Everyone's just kind of like surviving, not thriving. But you are the anomaly, okay? You need to not take on the group frequency because it's easy to get lost. That's all I'll say. But like you don't have to. You don't have to. Okay? Now, when it comes to doing the school work and going to classes, I think that's the most important thing. I got depressed because obviously I wasn't at a high frequency. I was letting so many stupid things distract me, getting in my emotions and just not wanting to get out of bed. And I ended up missing a whole lot of school. This year I had my worst grades, but they were not even that bad. It was just like a C minus and a C plus and a D minus. So take that as you will. But usually I get A's, B's. Like 1 year I just got all C's, but at the same time that's a bad year for me. And this was a bad year for me as well. Like I'm not failing or anything, but it's just I'm not going to classes, so I'm not doing the best I can. And that's kind of what can happen. So you just need to be careful about that. I know it might seem kind of stupid, but you've got to go to class. You've got to just get up. The most important way to make it fun is to have purpose. It's not about school. It's not about classes. It's not about the degree. It's about you, okay? So be you and do you. Look good and feel good. That's the only way. So get up, put some makeup on, change, like wear a super fun outfit that like kind of like animates type of person that you want to become when you leave college. So it's not like you're just putting on ugly sweaters and ugly pants every day just like everybody else and nothing matters. No, you're gonna make it fun. And then when it comes to like schoolwork and studying as well, I find studying a lot more fun when it's done outside of my house. But at the same time, if you go to every single class, you don't even need to study because I have sort of like a photogenic memory. So whatever the teacher is saying, even if I'm not really like paying attention, I will remember. But I never even went to class, so I don't remember anything. And even if you're trying to study on your own, which in the first year was a lot more beneficial for me because I was understanding everything better than they were teaching it. But as years went on, you need to learn from your teacher specifically, and you need to like even speak to them after class and go to their office hours and just do the whole thing because it got serious, okay? So you need to get serious too. Yeah, so I will say first year was kind of like a breather year, but that's not for everyone. For some people it's hard, for some people it's good. Sometimes when they get to the third year it's easier, but sometimes when it gets to the third year for other people it's harder. It's just different for everyone. So you need to just be focused on yourself only. Stay strong, stay grounded, and just be focused on you. And integrate your shadows, okay? So your shadows are kind of things that you try to keep hidden and you aren't even aware of it yourself. But you need to do work on yourself so you can come into their highest potential every day. When people see you, they kind of judge you instantly. That's what I've noticed. So when it's like you're doing group work and for the first day or something goes wrong, and then like the next few days you just see in their face their like judgments, and it's kind of stupid and weird. But people are people and you can't be bothered about them. You can just only do your best for yourself and just be nice to everybody. And finally, you are gonna be fine. You can stress all you want and you can cry all you want, but you are gonna be good. You're gonna be the one that wakes up and gets up and like make yourself some tea, put on a show, and be like, you know what? It is okay. It is okay. So you just need to remember that most of all and think larger than everybody else wants you to think. People are very small-minded in college. That's what I'll tell you because it's very much hearsay and they say and what other people are talking, but you're the only one that knows yourself and you're the only one that can speak to yourself and make your decisions for you. So I think it's very important to only speak positively to yourself and speak large. Don't speak small. This is a fairly short video because honestly, this is a triggering topic for me. But I'm recovering and I definitely want to help everyone else that might feel sort of so much anxiety and frustration during the whole process of transitioning into university. And for someone that's done this for 3 years, it's like not easy. That's what I'll say. But at the same time, it is easy as long as you put in these lessons that I've learned. So you can just take them as well and just keep them at your back burner so you don't have to go through the same things I did, okay? I love you guys and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.